What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Tuesday night. I know the feelings aren't too high. What a horrible game that was last night. Still pretty pissed off about it, not going to lie to you, but with it being a Monday game and the way things work out, we're behind enemy lines like we are every Tuesday. So we're moving on like the Eagles are, and hopefully figuring things out. My Lord. But they've got themselves the Raiders here, who at the bottom of the back here are a team that you should be able to beat. But you don't sleep on anyone, and this team has some young talent that is going to be hungry. So we're going to find out this Sunday. The Eagles can figure something out here, but wow. Yeah. So brushing it off, right? Holy, what a game that was. But you guys can let me know how you feel about that one. Let me know your feelings on this show. The Raiders, any kind of questions, any kind of comments you have, leave them down below. Always down to talk some birds with you. And look, this team, I've continuously talked about it with the offensive struggles, the play calling, the offensive line, all of this lack of effort from A.J. Brown, things we saw yesterday. Jalen Hurts finally turning the ball over yesterday. Unfortunate, but a lot of things happen, and it's things you can work on, get rid of the penalties. Maybe they'll figure something out. I don't know. But here we're going to talk about their Week 15 opponent heading into Week 15. Holy Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go behind enemy lines and get to know them. And, this team, again, bottom of the pack, but Tom Brady, part of the ownership now. They get Pete Carroll to come out of retirement, and now he's a coach again. And, he brings now Greg Olsen as the offensive coordinator. They fired Chip Kelly a few weeks ago. We all know who that is, right? But their offense, more of a, I would say a balanced approach they're going to try to bring. And the same kind of goes for Patrick Graham and his defense. A lot of different fronts, a lot of creativity. I like that guy. We talked about him a couple of years ago, but we're going to see what they can bring to the table here. Swinton down there, special teams coordinator, and you can see Spy Tech. That sounds like a DC character or something. And then $12.4 million in cap space. So always like to toss that stuff in just in case you're wondering. But that is what the coaching staff looks like for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now we're going to take a look at how this team has done so far with the stats and where that has them ranked in the NFL. And as you can see here, on the offensive side of the ball, dead last in points, second to last in yardage, last in rushing. You can see last in giving up sacks, almost 4 per game, over an interception per game. Fumbling the ball, not too much. That's the one good thing that they're good at. So tied for second there. This what a ridiculous picture of Pete Carroll. I'm sorry, but I also added penalties to this because you're going to see something when we do the top matchups with the Eagles. But you can see 20th, and this isn't the offensive penalties and defensive penalties. It's the penalties that are against them, and then on the other side, you see the penalties against their opponent. And you can see on the defensive side of the ball, a little bit better, more of the middle of the pack when it comes to yardage, 24th in points, though. Sacks, 23rd there. So, yeah, again, this team's not the greatest, but don't sleep on anybody. And the way the Eagles have been playing, anybody can beat us at this point. I mean, it's just got to figure it out, right? This team, they know what they have here, and they know they can figure this out. They better do it real quick here. So, but this Raiders team, again, at the bottom of their division here at 2-11. You can see, the Broncos and Chargers both beat us. We beat the Chiefs there, but Lord. But the Raiders, not only at the bottom there of their division, but second to last there in the AFC at 2-11, battling it out with the Titans, the worst record in the AFC. But, oh my, if you can't beat up on this team, I do not know what to tell you. But like I mentioned, they've got some young talent. So let's take a look at this team. They do have some things going on here. And I did want to actually, I made a picture. I guess I just didn't add it. My bad. But Kyu Blu Kelly, he was just added to the IR. I did have a graphic for you. But they also signed somebody. You'll see that I have him on the depth chart here, but Brennan Jackson's there, Blue Kelly, Colton Miller, Jackson Powers Johnson. Then you see Amari Cooper on their retired list, who decided to come back and then pulled an old okey doke on them. So none of these guys you will see on this depth chart. Let's look at the offense here. And with this offense, Geno Smith running the show, but got banged up last week. We'll see what's going on there tomorrow with the initial injury report. But Kenny Pickett stepped in, former Eagle, and it'd be a nice little storyline there if he's starting a quarterback and going against his former team. We'll see. But you can see they've got Ashton Jeanty there. They brought Raheem Mostert in. Dante Thornton, my mistake there, has been banged up. So Besh has been seeing some work. They got Tucker, brought in Tyler Lockett to pair back with Pete Carroll. Brock Bowers, he's a beast, but we've been shutting down tight ends. Let's do it again. Michael Mayer, we'll see if he can come back. He's been missing the past couple of weeks. But you see the offensive line there, a couple of free agent additions. And you can see the key if you're wondering what the colors mean. And throughout the week, things will be added, and you'll see those colors just so you know what's going on. And the white obviously just means they've been on the team. But the defensive side of the ball, again, much better. Because that offense, you got Geno there who, over 200 yards per game. Good for him. And Jeanty, who is really a fun back to watch, but, not doing too much there. And sorry, I was still wanting to talk about the offense. But you got Bowers there. He's got 6 touchdowns, 11.7 yards per catch. Jeanty, 3.5 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, only 665 yards. So they were looking to get him more involved. But when the team sucks, it's kind of hard. And, the receivers are, traded away Jacoby Myers. We'll see if Bowers can do anything or what they can do here on Sunday. But the defensive side of the ball, you got Max Crosby, and we're missing Lane Johnson. So, oh boy, let's try to protect him there. Crosby's got 9 sacks on the season. And you can see the line is one thing, that players that have been there. The rest, holy hell. You can see Devin White and Landon Roberts, Jamal Adams, and these guys get used all over the place. And Adams plays linebacker for them. They've got Jeremy Chin playing nickel corner, and got Lonnie Johnson and Isaiah Pola-Mao there. And these guys move all over the place. Like I said, Patrick Graham, using these safeties, sometimes a more traditional corner. But you had to put Kelly on IR there, so they signed Chigozie Anusium there off of the Cardinals practice squad. So now he is going to back up. I have Darian Porter slated in as the starter now with Kelly on IR. So the rookie's been seeing some work, and he's the guy who came in when Kelly got hurt last week. So, yeah, man, Eric Stokes was brought in. They've got some intriguing pieces. Devin White, I've seen some people really confuse him having a great season. No, when your team sucks and everybody's running the ball, you're going to have a lot of tackles. He isn't exactly having a great season, and he still struggles in coverage. So let's chill on that narrative. But I'm sure he's looking to get his payback. And then Tristan McCollum's there too. Thomas Booker IV. And these guys will get some work. So former Eagles abound here on both sides of the ball. And then the special teams unit here, Daniel Carlson, got A.J. Cole, Bobbin Moyer there, or Bobin Moyer, whatever. Alex Bachman there, punt returner. Raheem Mostert and Dylan Lau taking care of the kick return duties. And then the practice squad for the Raiders here. You can see Shedrick Jackson, who just was brought up, got his first catch of his career for a touchdown. A lot of people excited. He's been there for DJ Turner's been there for a few years. But these guys, on the practice squad, when they're given an opportunity, we talk about these young guys. You never know. Brendan Rice, that's old Jerry's, or as some would say, Carl. Jerry Rice's son. Sorry, it's an inside joke. And then you've got Cam Miller, Chris Collier, a few linemen. Albert Ogwebunam, and I knew how to spell it, but I still hate saying it. But a lot of former Eagles here. And you can see Jamin Davis, Terrell Edmonds, Boogie Basham's got some big names there on the defensive side of the ball that they brought in, and a couple of rookies as well. But I'll keep you up to date with any additions or subtractions from the roster, the practice squad, the injury list, any of that stuff. And I'll let you know anything that happens for both of these teams. And then, of course, tomorrow you're going to get the initial injury report for both teams. Sorry, I don't know where to look because I keep looking at my stuff over here. but the camera's over here because, well, my screen broke and always something. But I appreciate you all. Hope you all enjoyed the show. If you guys enjoyed the show, do me a favor, hit that like button, share this bad boy, subscribe and join the family, become a member. Those of you who are members, the super chats, all that stuff, dude, I don't think you understand how much it means to me. Drew, traveling the globe, wearing my stuff, taking pictures, sending them. I love it, man. That stuff, it's awesome. All of you who do that kind of stuff, each and every one of you, can't thank you enough. Lynn, hope you're having a safe trip back from Ireland. And to the rest of you, hope you're enjoying this holiday season, getting ready for Christmas. And if you guys need anything during these times, I always say it, but I mean it. Reach out if you need anything, even if it's just a friend. Always here for you guys as you are for me. That is all I have for you here tonight. So until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!